Welcome to the first episode of Doric TV, or it would be more up to say Doric YouTube. Well, there's a lot to pack in the next 15 minutes. This episode's theme is on colour, creativity and coastal folk. So we've got an interview with George from Funny Fall, who's a craftsman, and also with Mandy, who is an artist in Cruden Bay. I'm going to do a wee walk along the coastline to my homeland, to the farm that I was born and brought up in. And then we're going to go to show you a bit of the broader aspect of Aberdeenshire. But you can, Doric TV is half a basic, just as it was long ago. If I went to ging on a way, I just have to ging on my feet, walk or bike. Here we go, we're off to Funny Fall to meet a really interesting man. Well, I'm going to see if I can do a bit of a live broadcast here for Funny Fall. And it always amazes me, the talented folk that they're going about. This is George for Funny Fall, very clever man.
Oh, hiya.
George is a woodturner.
My sort of real passion is sort of Woodturner, as you can see. And it gives me a real big kick just to sort of turn out something looking like that. That's a nice bit of oak. But I've just got one I just set up just now for this lady coming about. And basically what I'm just got to do is turn the bottom out and turn the side. And then I take it off of there, turn it round, and then form the inside to the shape that I want and everything. It's really good, it's relaxing.
George, originally, where are you fae, George?
Well, I'm originally from Aberdeen. I was born and brought up there, and I moved out here just to get away from the kind of hustle bustle life in the city. As out here, I've got the sea at my doorstep. I've got all this land. It's a beautiful place to live. And as I say, there's a beautiful woman behind every tree in Funny Fall. As you can see, there's no trees. But no, it really is. It was a pleasure coming here for working in Aberdeen every night. Coming into the village, it was just like going on holiday. It really was.
George, are you like me? It's sometimes difficult to remember are the Doric words that you used to ken as a bairn?
Oh, aye. You find you tend to speak proper English just to make yourself understood. But you just can't help going back to the old ways. Right, this is a bowl I'm just finishing off. It's a nice bit of oak. This is just the finished article, still hot off the press. It's a nice bit of oak, that one.
And I believe there's a bit of history here, George.
Aye, the garage here was made in roughly about 1950, and it was made out of the doors for the Cruden Bay Hotel, which was just about a mile or so over there.
Relics of the past. These actual doors came from the Great Railway Hotel in Cruden Bay. Your spurtles, George, come on!
This is my speciality, the spurtle. It's what we Scots folk use for making a porridge. And I've had it on good authority that these spurtles, the ones I make really nice porridge. It's just you put your porridge into the pan with the water and you just keep stirring and stirring and stirring. And once it's ready, you'll taste the difference between using that or using some of your utensils that you use. Now here's something now. There's somebody care what this is. It's what you call a cackle drop. Better known to you people as eggs.
That's a new one to me, George.
So this is a brush, better known as a bism.
It's a bism.
It's a bism, it's a brush, keep for swiping. Swiping the flare. That means to brush the floor. Oh, hang on a minute, there's a beastie in my bowl. That's it. Okay, bye for us.
Well, I'm back in Cruden Bay now, and we'll just take a look at the shoppy. Well, I'm in a wee shoppy at Mandy Henderson. Mandy is a very talented local artist. And here is Mandy's outlet for local crafters to put their wares into. And as well as being a videographer, I also could take a few photographs myself, and they're displayed here. Mandy Henderson gets inspiration from our landscape and our seascape, and you can see it's reflecting in her beautiful and striking colours in her paintings. The artist in action. Mandy, what are you painting just now?
It's actually a garnet painting, Jill.
This is you in the midst of painting the garnet scenes, Mandy?
Yes. I'll collect it all together soon with a lot of water and frost and some fish coming in here as well. Sea paintings at the moment, you know.
Oh, and there's George's Festival of Bowls for Funny Far that we just interviewed. Good old George. The colours of Mandy, because Mandy indeed is one of the most colourful artists that I've ever met. Well, this year is Scotland's coasts and waters. I've been quite proud of the fact that I've documented quite a bit of our coastline over this lockdown period. And this afternoon, we're about to travel along the coastline, the two castles, very historic walk this, and it also includes a visit to my Isle haunt, my old homeland where I was born and brought up, and it brings a tear to my eye. Well, I'm just walking back to where I was born, brought up, and I'm walking over this coastal path where there is wheat grass up to your knipes your knees, and it's not easy going, but I'm determined to go on my little pilgrimage back home again. And you can, for we were bairns, we thought nothing about scrambling over the rocks here, collecting gulls' eggs, which you can't do nowadays. This brings me back to my younger days, Finn, seeing a park of neeps here. And, you know, my jobs when I was a youngster was to poo a skillock. Now, we would have spent days pooing a skillock. The skillock is that yellow weed that grows amongst the neeps. Now, that was a sair fake, that job. Now there's a scene that just makes my heart sing. Well, this is Overgrown Farm. You can see where my love of the land and the sea comes. We used to run down for the house when we were younger, and we used to go and play down here. Backyard. And it's not half fun going out walking, you can, because within a blink of an eye you get this downpour and you get absolutely soaking, saturated. Thank goodness for a sheep shelter. That's just us walking away where I was born and brought up. Look at those clouds. And this is the road I used to take to school every day as a bairn. We used to walk along this road. It was a mile to get to the bus. Now that's a long-necked sheep. And many a road I've travelled since I left Overgrown Farm. We're dropping down to Pitfour, Fold, traditionally an old fishing village. It's like time has stood still in Pitfour. Indeed, it did for Bram Stoker, writer of the Dracula novel, because he took a cottage just at the end of the row here when he was writing his books. And this is for a bite now. We're a bite to Cruden Bay. It is just great to have this expanse of wide open spaces for there's nobody in sight. And you can, there's nae a truer saying than the best things in life are free. Well, you can in this lockdown period. I was just thinking to myself, well, I could have sat down in the house and just worried myself sick about nothing work or the future or just anything. But Kemford have found that a sense of purpose. A sense of purpose is the best thing ever to get you motivated. So this video work has been my purpose. So, and thank you for watching it. So our walk has taken us along the cliffs tops from Old Slains Castle. This is our history, which was blown up in a revolt against the king, where they had to migrate along the coast here to New Slains Castle. New Slains Castle, where the original tower there was built in the 17th century. Well, we are definitely sandwiched between the sea and the land, and at this time we're still nae meant to travel very far fae home. And indeed, this is a time to get an opportunity to see fits right on your own doorstep. There's a wee journey through my photograph album to Pitfour Estate, to Dear Abbey and Aikey Brae Stone Circle. Remember, tune in next week when we've got a canny chiel for the Brockman to sing you a few songs, and I'll tell you, he's incredible.